Ow!
Just got bit by a mosquito, everyone. Yeah, it's that time of year. Those mosquitoes are everywhere. Okay, you go outside, you gotta put the bug spray on. Do you ever wonder why mosquitoes are attracted to humans? So if you don't know the answer, here's the answer. So when we breathe in, we're breathing in oxygen. But when we breathe out, we're breathing out carbon dioxide. Okay, the carbon dioxide is what attracts mosquitoes to us. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to make a homemade mosquito trap. Okay, it's pretty simple to make. All right, all you need is, we're going to go through the supplies right now. Okay, we're going to need a half a cup of brown sugar. We're going to need duct tape. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of dry yeast. We're going to need a 2-liter soda bottle that has been cut in half. This one I've already cut in half. If it's not cut in half already, we are going to cut it in half a little bit above the halfway point. All right, you're going to need scissors to cut the 2-liter soda bottle. Okay, you might need to use something to poke a hole in the side of the bottle. The scissors might not do that. You might need to make a starter hole. So if you are doing that, you might want to make sure you're doing that with your parents, or have your parents help you do that, because you're probably going to need something pretty sharp to get it through. We're also going to need half a cup of water. What you can do is, you can boil half a cup of water, but for the experiment that we're going to do, we're just going to use tap water, and we're going to get that tap water really, really hot. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is, okay, if you haven't already done it, okay, you do need to cut your 2-liter soda bottle in half. All right, so I already have this done. So I'm going to move on to step 2. Step 2 is, I'm going to start to run my tap water. I'm going to get my tap water really hot. And I got myself a little bowl here. What I'm going to do is, when that water gets really hot, I'm going to put that hot water in this bowl. And then I'm going to put my brown sugar, okay, I'm going to put my brown sugar into the hot water and stir it around. Okay, we really want to try to make sure that that brown sugar is dissolved in the water before we put in the yeast, because we want to try to make as much of a syrup as possible. All right, so let's see how my water is doing. Pretty hot. I think that water can get a little bit hotter though. Yeah, it's starting to warm up. Start thinking of those places where you think you're going to put this mosquito trap. I already have a place in mind. We have a little stream that runs behind our house. Mosquitoes love water. So I'm going to be putting my mosquito trap in the backyard near that stream. It's pretty dry right now, but it still gets pretty damp back there. Right, this water's pretty hot now, so I'm going to get my measuring cup, half a cup. I'm going to put a little bit more. Okay. All right. I got my hot water. I'm going to take a paper towel and dry out my measuring cup, because if I don't, the brown sugar is going to stick to the measuring cup. And I got a big clump. All right. Okay, and I got my half a cup of brown sugar in there. Now I'm going to get a spoon. Now you may be asking yourself, why is this going to work? How is this going to trap mosquitoes? So what this mixture is going to make, so the combination of the water and brown sugar, and then the dried yeast on top, okay, is going to ferment. And when it ferments, it's going to produce carbon dioxide. And that carbon dioxide is going to flow out of this 2-liter soda bottle. I got a little bit of a hard piece of brown sugar in there, so I'm going to take that out. Okay, if you get any chunks of brown sugar, you can just take them out with your spoon. I'm going to try to get this as dissolved as we can. Now again, if you do have your parents with you, you could have them boil half a cup of brown sugar. I have heard that boiling the water may make this mosquito trap a little more potent, because it makes more of a syrup. If the water's not hot enough, the brown sugar is going to have a harder time dissolving. All right. I'm going to try that. Now I'm going to take the bottom of my 2-liter soda bottle. I'm going to pour the brown sugar syrup into the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my packet of yeast, and I'm only going to need 1 tablespoon. Very important, do not mix the yeast into this brown sugar syrup. All you're going to do is just going to drop it right on top, because if you mix the yeast and the brown sugar syrup, the fermentation process is going to happen a lot sooner, and your mosquito trap won't be as effective. So you're just going to drop it right on top. All right. Now I'm going to take the top of my bottle, I'm going to put it on like this. It's pretty snug, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some duct tape, okay, just to make sure. I'm going to close that in, and I'm going to just wrap some duct tape around where the bottom soda bottle meets the top part of the trap. Okay. Now I have seen some people make this experiment, and they've used a piece of black paper and put the black paper around this to darken the inside. But I've seen a few other videos that dispute that and say that you don't need to. So I'm going to go without the black paper. And again, this is a homemade experiment, so if you want to make one with the black paper and one without and see which one does better, okay, that'd be something interesting to look at. Alright, so this is going to be all set. Okay, my homemade mosquito trap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my backyard. Okay, I'm going to check it daily, see how many mosquitoes I get in the trap. Okay, this trap lasts about a week. Okay, so then if it is working, you'd want to change that water out after a week to make sure it stays effective. All right, everyone? Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, happy mosquito trapping.